Welcome back, everybody. We are at the 4C Fitness Garage Gym located in Natomas. But if you're not located here, that's okay, because guess what? I can do more than just train you in a gym. That's right. My name is Miranda Donahoe. I used to be a 4CA. Now I'm a hoe. Donahoe. I am a certified personal trainer. I'm a nutrition coach, a fitness coach, and I'm a life coach. So I can do it pretty much all, including working you out at a gym. I can come to you and do mobile personal training. We could also do virtual training, which is very similar to this. I can do online coaching, nutrition coaching, and life coaching sessions. I am offering, until this 30-day challenge is done, a spring special, which is buy your first month, get your second month of training half off. That's a great deal, saving hundreds of dollars. Highly recommend it. All of my training packages you can find at www.4cafitness.com. Call me and let's just set up a free consultation. I offer that to all of my potential clients, and we can just talk about your life. I can offer you some suggestions, some free advice, and we can just go from there and see how I can best help you. We are on day 5 of our 30-day getting back on track schedule. So by now, you guys are aware I have a really bad autoimmune disease called Pans ulcerative colitis, which prohibits me from having any kind of stress in my life. I can only work 15 hours a week. I can only do small workouts. And up until 5 days ago, it had been over a year since I've exercised. So the body you see is all diet, because weight loss is 90% diet. However, it is very important that we strengthen our bodies. So together, you and me are getting back on track. Like I have been mentioning the last several days, we are just looking for small, focused workouts, getting our body ready to go, which includes eating a meal an hour before your workouts. Today, I did 3/4 cup of Best Self Fai lactose-free yogurt, because dairy is really hard to digest. This yogurt has 17 grams of protein in 3/4 of a cup and no sugar, which most yogurts are gonna have very low amount of protein and a very high amount of sugar, and they're gonna have lactose. All of that sugar and lactose and dairy are really hard to digest in the body, and if you can't get the food out of your body, you're not getting the fat out of your body. I also filled up my water bottle, my half-gallon water jug here, because my goal is to drink 2 of these on my most active days. If you're not going to the bathroom, you're not losing weight. So I put some cucumber and some lemon in my water so it's more enjoyable. Highly recommend. My mom calls it my spa water. And then what else I do? I did a warm-up. I did 1 mile outside, took the dogs for a walk, killed 2 birds with 1 stone, right? And I did it under 17 minutes. So every week I'm gonna try to go a little bit faster and a little bit faster. I do not recommend doing a strenuous warm-up. Your warm-up is just to warm you up. So get outside. I love going for walks. It just takes me out of whatever's going on in my life. Got a lot going on right now. It was really nice just to be outside, feel the sun on my face, feel the warm breeze. And so now I'm ready to work out. Today is an upper body day. So we have 3 circuits, 2 upper body circuits, and then we're gonna end with some abs. The first circuit, we're gonna do 10 reps of push-up sequence, okay? All you need is a bench and a mat. Now, if you don't have a bench, that's fine. All we're looking for is something that's about 6 inches tall, because we're gonna be doing incline push-ups, decline push-ups, and then we're gonna do regular push-ups on the ground. These are not easy, but there are 3 parts to your chest, okay? You have your upper chest, you have your lower chest, and then you have right in between as well. Your upper chest, pretty much your full chest actually, connects to your shoulders. So we are gonna be working the shoulders, and any kind of pushing motion, you're also working your triceps, right? So you can put your hand on your chest here, have your elbow out to the side, and push forward. That is your pec, okay? It connects to your shoulder. You also could put your hand behind on your tricep and feel that as well. Any kind of pulling motion, as you can see, is gonna be the biceps. And if you put your hands right around your shoulder blade here, pull back, those are your lats. So today we're doing pushing motions, working the chest, the shoulders. We're gonna get a little bit of the abs and a little bit of the back. Incline push-ups. Your hands are gonna be looking about like this, okay? So it's wider than shoulder width apart. You're gonna be keeping all of your weight in your hands, just like a regular push-up, lowering the chest down, keeping the elbows over the wrists, and keeping the chest in between the hands. And then you're just gonna press up. It's gonna be tough. So if you are just here, bend, straighten, I'm totally fine with that. If these are so hard that you can't do even one, I just want you to hold, okay? Just hold in that straight arm plank, work on building that stamina and building that strength. If you ever feel tension in the neck, then that is telling me that your form is incorrect, okay? And that's usually because the hands are too high up. So notice how now my neck is in between my hands versus my chest in between my hands. So always, you're gonna hear me say this a lot, keep your chest forward, and I want you to look straight ahead. Don't look down, because when you look down, you're gonna curl in. We wanna look up, leaning forward. Wide incline push-up. I'm up on my tippy toes so that my weight isn't in my feet. I'm in my hands. Again, if you just wanna hold here while I do 10, do that. All right, looking straight ahead. We're lowering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're doing decline. So your feet are gonna be on the bench, hands are on the ground. Again, if you're brand new to this, just hold the plank until I'm done doing my 10. This one's a little bit tougher to get into. So first, I recommend get your hands positioned on the ground. So get them nice and wide, and then bring your feet up. Okay, so here I am. Notice my chest is in between my hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Those ones are really tough. Shake the wrists out. Come down to the ground. And now we're doing wide push-ups. Let's do them on our knees just to make it a little bit easier. Same form with the hands, slightly wider than your shoulder width apart. Looking straight ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Here we go. 5 more. 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo! 10. All right, take a break. Shake the wrists out. We have a 1-minute break here. And grab some water. Lower this guy down. Okay. Grab some water. All right, so incline push-ups. You're gonna be working primarily the lower part of your chest, okay? You'll definitely feel that. Decline is gonna be the upper part. So ladies, if you've been pregnant or just getting older and you wanna lift the girls, working the upper chest is gonna be the way to go. So the way to do that, decline push-ups, any kind of shoulder exercise, that's gonna be what you wanna do. Obviously, if you hire me as your personal trainer, I'll educate you on all of that and make sure that your workouts are personalized to that goal. All right, here we go, guys. Incline push-ups. One more time, or 2 more times, sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm getting a little bit more tired, so I'm going smaller. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, woo, 10. Shake the wrists out. Decline push-ups. Going nice and small, or just hold in this position. Here we go, and 1, 2, woo, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy, those are hard. Shake the wrists out. All right, here we go. Wide push-ups on your knees. 3, 2, and here we go. 1. Leaning into the hands. 2, 3. Look straight ahead. 4. Woo. Take a little break. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo. 2 more. Here we go. 9. 10. Oh my gosh. 1-minute break. Grab some water. So as you can see, I too have to take breaks. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I want you to notice is my breaks aren't very long. I may be taking like a deep breath in, deep breath out, and then I'm getting right back into it. I know that some of you are just holding your planks while I'm going, so I'm trying to push myself so you're not having to hold as long. But I'm gonna have to take some breaks. Totally normal. Make sure you're stretching. Oh, we forgot to stretch. Shoot. All right, I'll make sure to spend some time stretching afterwards. I'm so sorry. All right, one more set. Here we go. Incline push-ups. Either doing the push-ups or holding the straight arm plank. 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. And 1, 2. Just small bend and straighten. 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo. All right, here we go. 4 more. We can do this. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy. Shake the wrists out. Feet on top of the bench. Last time, decline push-ups. 3, 2, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going, almost there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my gosh. All right, last time, wide push-ups. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. All right, Miranda, come on. You can do this. 4, 5. Keeping that chest forward. 6, 7. All right, 3 more. We can do it. Let's go. 8, 9. 1 more. 10. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, you're doing great. It probably looks like I wasn't doing anything. And that's what I'm talking about, is go slow. If you feel any pressure in the lower back, make sure you stop, check in with yourself, raise the hips up a little bit, tuck the pelvis underneath. We definitely want the chest to be going down, not the hips as much. Sometimes the hips want to drop down to help the body out, but that doesn't help the body out. So make sure if you are feeling any kind of pain, just hold, okay? Just hold. All right, the next circuit is gonna be bench tricep dips, followed along with down, down, up, up, and then ending with what I call chest jacks. So for the bench tricep dips, you're gonna need a bench. Now, a lot of people do tricep dips on the assisted dip machine at the gym. You get on it and either your knees are on a pad or your feet are on the pad and you lower and you lift. That's all fine and dandy, but honestly, just like with pull-ups, you want to be using your own body weight. That's going to be the fastest way for you to build that strength, is by using your own body weight, right? Not cheating. So bench tricep dips is a great way to do that. So you're going to go ahead and sit on your bench. Hands are going to be on either side of your hips. Elbows are going to stay in, so make sure your fingers are pointed straight ahead. Walk the feet out so that your hips come off of the bench, but we're not leaning into the feet. We're leaning into the hands. Keep the chest forward and the chin lifted. Bend the elbows, straighten the elbows. 1, 2, 3. Just a small bend and straighten. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more. 8, 9, 10. All right, shake the hands out. Down, down, up, up. This is a plank variation. If this gets to be too hard, you can do it on your knees, and I'll show you how to do that as well. We're gonna start in a straight arm plank, which means the wrists are right below the shoulders. We're gonna drop the elbow to where the palm is, drop the other elbow, then replace the elbow with the palm, pressing yourself up, and other. And then we'll switch sides. Down, down, up, up. So notice that my elbow is in alignment with my shoulder, and my wrist becomes in alignment with my shoulder as well. We're just gonna do 10 total, okay? Here we go. So we're in a straight arm plank. We're gonna replace the palm with the elbow, elbow, palm, palm. 1, 2. So whatever arm is ending is what begins. 3, 4, leaning forward. 5, 6, 7, 8, come on, 9, last one, 10. All right, coming to your feet. We're jumping out and bringing the hands behind us. Hands are in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go to 20. 9, 10. 10 more, and 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Woo! Grab some water, guys. Do not sit down and do nothing. Always be doing something on your breaks. Okay. So, those chest jacks, it's a lot like jumping jacks, obviously. But your hands start in, like so, and go straight out to the side. So for this next set, you're gonna see me from behind. So you can note what my shoulder blades are doing, okay? I'm squeezing the shoulder blades behind me, keeping that chest lifted, shoulders are down. So we're also working the back at the same time. Keep the knees nice and juicy when you're bending or when you're landing, because if you land with a stiff leg, that's a lot of pressure that's shooting into your knees. So we wanna land in a nice juicy bend and jump out. All right, round 2. Hands are on either side of the hips. Bring your butt off of the bench. Keep your chest lifted. 1, elbows stay in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chest up. 7, 8, 9, last one. 10. All right, down, down, up, up. This is what it looks like on your knees, okay? Just like a regular plank hold, your weight needs to be in your hands. If your hips are over your knees, your hands are gonna be in front of you, and you're not gonna get the same, you can most likely hurt yourself. All right, so leaning forward, my shoulders are over my wrist. Here I go, and down, down, up, up. 1, down, down, up, up. 2, up, up. 3, lean into those elbows, you guys. 4, 5, when your knees are up. 6, you won't be able to put your weight in them. 7, so lean into those elbows. 8, get right underneath your shoulder. 9, last one, and 10. Chest jacks. 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway, and 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, grab some water. Doing great. We just have one more set, and then we'll do abs, we'll stretch, we'll call it a day. Hi, Mary. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to day 5. All right. So, water tip for you. If you're having a hard time drinking enough water, practice, practice, practice. when you have a rest period, drink your water. Highly recommend doing that to start building the habit. Keep your water bottle at your desk if you're working so that it's there right in front of you. And anytime you get a slight break or you need to check your phone or whatever, take a drink of water, and over time, you'll start getting better at it. All right, last set. Tricep dips. And 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. And bend, straighten. Chest is forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more, 8, 9, 10. All right, down, down, up, up. Let's do 5 full out, 5 on our knees. 3, 2, and left arm, right arm, left arm, right arm, right, left. That's 3, 4, 5. Drop down to your knees. Keep the weight in your elbows. 1, leaning forward. 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. All right, chest stretch, and we're moving on to abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, last circuit and we are done. It's my ab circuit number 4. Today we're gonna do 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, cocoons, Russian twists, reverse crunches, and wipers. So come on down to the ground. First, cocoons. Legs and arms are gonna be stretched out. Arms are over the head, legs are stretched out. Everything's gonna come in and everything's gonna come out. All right, here we go. Take a deep breath. Keep your lower back on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and everything in, everything out. This is a timed exercise, so you can go as slow as you want or as fast as you want. Shoulders and head come into the knees. And if you need to relax your legs down, you can. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, keep the legs up, like how I have them. 10 more seconds. Here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Come up to your booty, legs on the ground. Press your hips forward, slightly lean back. Russian twist, 3, 2, and 1. Twist, twist. Shoulders are twisting, not the hips. And bring your head with your shoulders, meaning don't look straight ahead. Okay? Your spine should be straight. So if your head is looking straight ahead, you're going to be twisting. So we want to just twist the upper body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay on your backs. Reverse crunches. We're going to do the beginner version first. 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse crunch means you're lifting the booty, not the upper body. Okay? So feet are going to come up, feet go down. Feet come up, feet go down. Rolling through that spine to get the hips up towards the ceiling. You're not rolling into your head. You're trying to go up to the ceiling, just like when we do our regular crunches. We're not rolling down to our knees. We're rolling up to the ceiling. 10 more. Oh shoot, I think I missed it. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Wipers. Hands are out to the side. Legs are in a 90-degree angle. 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Drop the hips down and bring them up. Not the hips, sorry. Drop the knees down and bring them up. Don't go so far down that your shoulders come off the ground. Keep your shoulders and your upper body on the ground. Very important. Make sure those knees stay over the hips, and make sure the ankles are in alignment with the knees. So you're just dropping the knees down, come back to center. Then go to the other side. Come back to center. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right. Grab some water. We have a 1-minute break here. Hi, Andy. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're having a great day. We have 2 more rounds of our ab circuit, and then we're going to spend 10 minutes stretching, since I forgot to do that in the beginning. And then we're going to have ourselves a great day. Let's take the advantage of this time and stretch. Grab your hands behind your back, pull them down and up. Chest is lifted, belly button's pulled in. And then you can just drop your head to one side and the other. You can even drop it down, whatever feels best for you. But getting a nice stretch here. We got 15 seconds left. All right, let's go ahead and go down to our mat, starting with Cocoon. Hands over the head, make a circle with your arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and everything in, and everything stretches out. Everything in, everything out. You can have your legs come up higher if your lower back is hurting, or you can release them down to the ground. But make sure that you're pulling both legs in at the same time. Sometimes if you have one side stronger than the other, one leg will come in and then the other will follow. We want to make sure both are. 3, 2, and rest. Come up on your booty. Sitting nice and tall. Push that chest forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down and down. So I like to grab my hands and put them in front of my chest, kind of making like a table with my arms. And that helps remind me to keep my chest forward and my head is following my shoulders, okay? If your lower back starts to hurt, come up a little bit higher. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse crunches. This is going to be the intermediate. So legs are going to start up. If you want to stick with the beginner, feel free to do so. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Booty up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. This is really tough. This is working the lower abs. So you do what is best for you. You can stay with the beginner version. Here we go. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Boom. Wipers. Hands out to the side. Arms are 90-degree angle. Legs are 90-degree angle. 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Keeping both shoulders on the ground. Using the abs to pull the knees up. So go slow on that pull up part. If you're going fast, you're gonna miss something, and we don't wanna miss anything because that's when injuries come in, that's when bad habits are formed. So you're only going until you're about to lose control, and then nice and controlled up. Come back to center before you drop down. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, we made it. Last set. Woo, woo, woo. Grab some water. Go ahead, let's take advantage of our break. Hands behind the back, fingers are pointed behind you, and slide your hips away from your hands, pressing that chest forward. Just getting a nice little stretch here. If you're making the time to work out, use every minute to its fullest. I can't tell you how many times I have clients that when they're on their rest period, they just sit there or they get on their phone. That's not going to be most efficient. You have to stay focused. Fitness is 60% mental, 40% physical. So All right, let's get going. So you want to be mentally present. Last set, cocoons in 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. And in, stretch out. In, stretch out. Shoulders and head are coming up to the knees. I'm essentially trying to put a circle around my knees down to my ankles. Breathe. We have just about 10 seconds left. This is your last set. Everything you got. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Russian twist on your booty. 5, 4, 3, 2, and here we go. Twist, 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 twist. Chest is lifted. Keep that chin up. We're just trying to twist the upper abs, not trying to go super low. Definitely don't want to bend and flex the spine. Staying lifted. 10 more seconds. Come up a little bit higher if you're starting to lose your form. Here we go. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Advanced version of reverse crunches. Legs lay flat down. 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to raise the legs, lift the booty. Lower the booty, lower the legs. And up, down. So it's kind of like a leg raise with a reverse crunch. Again, you guys can stick with the beginner version or you could do the intermediate version. Whatever works for your body. Last 10 seconds, everything you got. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right. Last 30 seconds of your workout. Wipers. 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. Drop the knees, lift the knees. Drop the knees, lift the knees. Keep both shoulders on the ground. Come to center before you drop to the other side. Very important. That's that control again. If you're just going side to side, you're not staying mentally present. You're not staying controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! That was exactly 30-minute workout. I burned about 150 calories. All right, let's do 10 minutes of, let's do a full body stretch. My legs are really sore today from yesterday, so we're gonna do a full body. Upper body doesn't take too long to stretch. But let's go ahead and start on our bellies. Elbows under the shoulders, palms flat against the ground. Press into the mat to pull the chest up. Drop the shoulders down, looking up towards the ceiling. Deep breaths. So, fun fact, an efficient stretch, you must hold for 30 seconds. Deep breath in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Keep pressing into that mat. If you are trying to work on flexibility, you want to hold for at least a minute, if not longer. So it's really important. Go ahead, deep breath in. Exhale, come back to center, and now press into the mat to look over your left shoulder. So it's really important that when you're stretching, you have a timer going. It's really easy to lose track of time or think time has gone faster than it really has. Deep breaths, pressing the tops of the feet into the ground. Deep breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Relax the body down. Grab your right foot with your right hand. Bring your knees into each other. Relax the upper body down. And then press that right hip into the mat. We're stretching out the quads here. Deep breaths. Four deep breaths is about 30 seconds. One more deep breath in. And release. Switch sides. Grab your left foot with your left hand. Squeeze that left hip in, or press the left hip, into the mat. Knees should be together. And relaxing the upper body down. One more deep breath in and release. Go ahead and come up onto all fours. We're gonna thread the needle. Drop, so hips are over the knees. Drop the right shoulder on the ground and try to look up at the ceiling. So you're pulling that left shoulder back. We're opening up the right shoulder blade here. One more deep breath in and release. Come on up. Switch sides, left shoulder on the ground. And I'm using that right arm to press into the ground and open up that left shoulder blade so I can look up towards the ceiling. My hips are over my knees. One more deep breath in and release. Good. Go ahead and come back up onto your knees. Widen the hands out. Drop the chest down to downward puppy. Chin is on the mat or forehead. And then you can play with where your hands are positioned. You'll feel a different stretch in your chest depending on how wide your V is that you're making. Bring the hands more closer together so you're making like an I. This will stretch out or actually try to bring your hands all the way together. Woo, that's tight. Let's hold here. This is stretching more of the lats and the shoulders. Really good stretch. Try to kind of pull back if you can. One more deep breath in and release. Now staying here, elbows are on the mat. Bring your hands together. This is a prayer pose. Hands are gonna go behind the head. And then try to sit back into your heels. So your elbows are in the mat and you're pulling away from your elbows. This is gonna stretch out the triceps and a little bit more of the shoulders. One more deep breath in and release. Woo! All right. Okay, let's just end with a little bit of glutes because my glutes are so sore from yesterday. Go ahead and put your right foot in front of your left foot. Legs are not crossed. Okay, so I have my one leg out, one leg in. Gonna move the butt cheeks out of the way and walk your hands forward. Oh, yes. It's what mama wants. All right, holding here for 30 seconds. We are stretching just the right hip, right piriformis. Nice deep breaths. Really paying attention to where you are feeling the muscle being stretched. The more you are aware mentally, the more efficient you will be in your workouts. Walk your hands to the upper left corner. So where your right foot is pointing, it's gonna be a little bit deeper of a stretch. Especially if you sit all day for work, this stretch is gonna be really, really important. If you are not stretching your hips or your glutes, you're gonna pull on your back and that's gonna create a lot of lower back pain. One more deep breath in. And release, come back to center. Inhale, exhale, and come up. Left foot in front. All right, inhale, and walk your hands down. Now we're stretching the left side. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands over to the upper right corner. So this is where your left toe is pointing. A little deeper stretch in that left hip, left piriformis, sciatica. This is where all that is located. I got sweaty today. It was awesome. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys are enjoying this getting back on track as much as I am. Inhale, exhale, back to center. Inhale, exhale, come on up. Let's put the legs in front, little hamstring stretch, move the booty out of the way. Big toes together, lift, 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 lift. And imagine someone's pulling your arms forward. We're just gonna hang here. This is our last stretch of the day. Let's make it count. Especially if you sit a lot for your work. Hamstrings are gonna be really tight because your legs are bent, which means you're not gonna be able to get the proper form in your squats. You can pull on your back. We also did a lot of hamstrings the last few days. Go ahead and sit up, right arm behind your back. Left arm is reaching to the outside of that right foot. You can also use a towel or a resistance band for this stretch. I just didn't have enough time to grab that. And the last few days we did do this stretch. I already went over how to do it. So you can go back and take a look at that if you haven't already. Deep breath. In. Come up. Exhale. Left arm behind your back. Right arm reaches for the outside of the left foot. So we're doing 30 seconds down the middle, 30 seconds each side, and then we'll do a final 30 seconds down the middle. I love seeing all the comments on the live posts. My live posts are going to be anywhere between 10 a.m. and noon every day, except tomorrow. Day 6 is going to be a rest day. And most rest days, I'll still come on and do a stretch with you. Go ahead and sit up. One last time down the middle. 30 seconds left today together. And then I'll read the messages. But most rest days, I'll come on and I'll do a stretching day with you. Tomorrow, I'm going to need to take the day off. The fact that I have done 5 days in a row is a huge, huge success for me. I know it's crazy to hear a health professional say that, but when you are living with a bad autoimmune disease like I am, you have to celebrate the little things. All right, guys, just want to say thank you again for joining me on day 5 of our 30-day challenge, Getting Back on Track. I offer free consultations to all potential clients, so please message me some days and times that work for you. We'll hop on a phone call for an hour and provide some just free advice, free support, talk about how I can help you, and get you set up with taking advantage of that spring special. Buy your first month of training, get your second month half off. It's a great deal. And that includes the gym training, mobile training, online training, virtual training, life coaching sessions, nutrition planning, and online. I think I said that already, but there you go. All right, so enjoy your day off tomorrow, and I will see you for day 7, full body workout.